Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward.
Y'all got this? Hi.
The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Gets to the basket and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rose to Luke Kennard. Scores from the post.
Chill Utah.
Equals high percentage.
To Richardson. Trying to cash in. No good. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Rose. Here comes the screen. Griffin. That is great vision to set it up. And the two. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
Let us.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. Kennard to Griffin. Has a chance. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Driving right to the basket. Andre Drummond tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Pistons ball here. Kennard to Rose. Probing the defense. To Rose. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Oh, and a putback.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's a highlight waiting to happen.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Josh Richardson swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Rose to Griffin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw try, off the mark. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Glenn Robinson.
MOG comment, misfit shot.
Career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Pistons have it. Jackson Down low for Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Harris. To Horford. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Nothing going here on that drive. Griffin to Beasley.
Goodstein, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball.
Every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at 3.
Goodstream, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball, emoji basketball.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. To Richardson. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. Jackson to Griffin. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
Let us get I go 7 Sixers.
So far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
To Horford. From the painted area, won't go down. Jackson with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Zaza blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
Langston Galloway. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. Jackson with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. lets it fly from long range, and it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. There it is, Al Horford. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter, with the Pistons way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rose into the front court. The lead is 11. Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Gets a shot and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And throws it down.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
Rose into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Drummond. It's a big finish. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Simmons to Embiid. The rebound's taken by Detroit. To Rose. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 6 now.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Substitution being made in this one.
For the Detroit Pistons, number 9.
To Griffin. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
The drive, right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Now a steal by Philly to Richardson. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple goalie basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 1, Reggie Jackson.
To Griffin. Not going down for him this time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Griffin. Al Horford sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And finishes strong.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Kennard. Short jumper off the mark. Simmons into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Oh, big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good.
For Philadelphia.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's good, just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Pistons will start the second half with a narrow lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers have kept it close after one half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Blake Griffin was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Detroit's ball. Rose.
I got him. Here we go. I got him.
Richardson to Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And he misses the second. Shot no good. Nate's just 1 of 3 on that trip. Kennard. Ben Simmons rejects it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. To Richardson. 4-3. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Rose to Luke Kennard. And he misses that one free throw. From long range. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Joel Embiid. Huge block. Picked up. Here we go. Smith with it up top. His team up by 1. Finish that. Griffin. To Drummond. Good look that time, but off the mark. Driving right to the basket. Simmons. To Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot from in close, no good. Harris to Embiid. Blake Griffin able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he hits the three.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Trying to cash in. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. And the front court comes Simmons. Leads 4. Out of bounds. Last touch by Tony Snell. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Serving in for the Pistons, number 11, Michael Beasley.
Pass stolen by Detroit. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Andre Drummond sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Pistons ball here. Kennard. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rose into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Al Horford pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Rose into the front court. His guys trail now by 4.
For Philadelphia. For the Pistons.
And he converts on the free throw. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. And he'll head to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Luke Kennard, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Simmons with it. 2-point advantage. Josh Richardson not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Simmons with it. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Jackson with it. The deficit is 6. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Number 25, Ben Simmons.
Has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good. Jackson with it, trailing by 4. Josh Richardson with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Pistons have it. Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, emphatic slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Richardson to Simmons. Andre Drummond tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Andre Drummond swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Jackson. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Simmons driving, but his shot no good. And they call the foul. Careful there, Chip.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Griffin to Rose. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Al Horford snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Nearly got that one to go. Luke Kennard slams it down.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His group now down 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jackson to Rose. Screen coming. Has a look. Rose's shot no good. Simmons into the front court. All even here in the fourth. And the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Simmons to Tobias Harris for three. Off the iron, no good with a drop step. The follow won't go either. It's Detroit's ball. Jackson to Rose. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his third block this evening. In the front court comes Simmons. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Blake Griffin rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for three. Not going down here.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
17-footer for the win. No time left in this quarter. This game is all tied up. And we're underway here in the extra period. Richardson over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Griffin goes to the left side. Lets it fly from long range. Buries the trifecta.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Simmons with it. Down just a couple. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Kennard to Drummond. Almost unlucky bounce. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. Ben Simmons, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Drummond. To Rose. Trying to cash in. Rose's shot off the iron, no good. To Simmons. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Sixers have the basketball. Fires the three. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at three here. He's struggled so far. And hits the first free throw. Second of three is good. Hits all three free throws. Rose into the front court. Down a point. To Drummond. Runner here won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Ben Simmons has got two shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Rose into the front court. They're down 3. To Luke Kennard. To Griffin. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Fourth this contest.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Harris to Simmons. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Rose into the front court. Down 3. Kennard. Here comes the screen. Down to Griffin. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game. Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Rose into the front court. Down by 1. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. And here's an intentional foul. That's free throws. Clock stops with 13 seconds to play. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond. 2 huge free throws in a one-point game. Intentional foul's going to make him earn it at the line. Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. A 3 for double O. He buries it at the buzzer. A 3 to tie it and send us to a second overtime. The quarters come to an end, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. All right, here we go. Overtime underway. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Zaire Smith at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose to Drummond. Nice pass to set things up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Cruises inside for 2.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Rose to Luke Kennard. Down low for Griffin. Got it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Simmons with it. Leads just a point. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. And draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for 2. Blake Griffin has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it.
Good shot. Good shot.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harris to Simmons. Turns and slams it down.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Whew.
Rose. To Griffin. It's good, and one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Blake Griffin trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. It was right there.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Now 4 for 9.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Andre Drummond sends it away. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Griffin. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Deep two there. Won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Richardson to Embiid. Pistons come away with it. Derrick Rose slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
I got ball.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Fires the three. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Rose to Luke Kennard. To Griffin. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Josh Richardson. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
From the painted area, won't go down. Throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Kennard. And Jay, they call the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench.
Free environment. So we ask that all smoking take place in the designated areas located outside of the arena. Thank you for your
Time for some new personnel into the game. Simmons to Richardson. 4-3. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Kennard to Griffin. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pistons needed extra minutes to get the victory. Teams showed their heart in the extra minutes, and it was clearly on display in this matchup. What a great game. It was definitely a thriller. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
game traffic, field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Blake Griffin was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
these are the upcoming matchups for the Philadelphia 76ers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.